Alright guys, and what is up? David back with another LEGO Ninjago review. And so, we're going into the Serpentine Wave, and so many of you are probably going to be asking, well, why are you reviewing all the old LEGO Ninjago sets? Well, I'm going to be reviewing all the old LEGO Ninjago sets because many of you probably don't know, but over the past few weeks, my dad has recently lost his job, and I'm going to be using my YouTube money to help my parents pay off the bills. And so I'm not going to be really spending any money on the LEGO Ninjago Tournament of Elements sets. So what I'm going to be doing is, instead of doing the Tournament of Elements sets, I will be doing the old Ninjago LEGO set reviews. So hopefully you guys enjoy them, and please smack that like button so that I could get more of these reviews coming out weekly. So without further ado, let's get on to the review of the set. Alright guys, so the first minifigure that I have here is Fangpyre, and I have to say he is a pretty cool Fangpyre General minifigure. So, all in all, I think he's a great minifigure. You guys can see he comes with the Fangpyre staff, and that tail piece is actually rubber, but it also turns to hard plastic when it really comes to the torso. And so honestly, it's just a great figure. Comes with two heads, and it's the only way to get this figure in the LEGO Ninjago series. So now let's get on to the next minifigure. Alright guys, so the next minifigure that I have here is Fangpyre, and he is the second and last Serpentine that you get in this set. And as you guys can see, he's very similar to Fangpyre, the Fangpyre General, and he is the second in command of the Fangpyre tribe. And so he has very similar printing to the Fangpyre minifigure, but he does have white arms, and he has regular legs. And when you go to the back, he has very nice back printing on his head. And so, all in all, it's just a great figure to have in your Ninjago collection. Now let's get on to the ninjas. Alright guys, so the next minifigure that I have here is Jay, the Lightning Ninja. And I think that this is a great minifigure and a great way to get him. It's just a pretty good set for $50. And so, if you guys can see the front printing, it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty spot on. And when you turn his minifigure around, you actually get to see that he has a place to put his sword. And then when you take off his ninja mask, you can see his front face. If my thing wouldn't fall off, that would be excellent. So here you guys can see the face of Jay, and then when you take off the face, you guys can see the back printing of the minifigure. Now let's get on to Zane. Alright guys, so here's the Ninja of Ice, and I think that his shurikens look amazing. This is the only golden weapon that you get in the set, and as you guys can see, his front printing looks spot on. And when you turn him around, you guys can see that there is a place to put any swords that you have, and you guys can kind of see the ice elemental symbol right there. And that's basically all there is to his back printing, so I'm not really going to take off his shoulder pads. But once you go to the front, you can take off his ninja mask, and you guys can see his face. So just a great minifigure to get and add to your Ninjago collection. Now let's get to the set itself. Alright guys, so here's the set itself in its entirety. And so as you guys can see, you basically have two major builds. You have the Fangpyre truck itself, and then you also have Zane's ice snow speeder, or whatever you would like to call it. And so overall, the truck ambush I think is a very nice build. And as you guys can see, basically the ice speeder or the snow speeder is going to be heading and battling the Fangpyre truck, and Jay and Fangpyre will have their own little battle within this entire scene. So now let's get a close-up on Zane's ice speeder. Alright guys, so here is Zane's ice speeder, and as you guys can see, there is a front part to it, and it just has these stickers, but I'm going to basically be focusing on the main part, which is right here. So, it has very nice translucent blue ice pieces that we rarely get, and once you turn around the ice speeder, you guys can see it has a very nice design to it, and it's a pretty stable build. And on the back, you do have a place where you can actually sit Jay. So, you can use the studs back here, and then just place Jay in so that he can also ride with Zane. And so, once you take off both the minifigures, there is that spot where you can actually let Zane pilot the snow speeder, or ice speeder. And overall, it just has this one wheel that lets it ride. And it rides pretty nice, even on this carpet. Now let's get to the Fangpyre truck itself. Alright guys, so here's the truck itself, and honestly, it looks pretty intimidating from the front. Just imagine this thing going. That would be pretty cool. So basically, once you look at the Fangpyre truck, it honestly looks like a pretty solid build. The mouth does open quite well, and I think I broke it. No, I didn't. So, basically the mouth opens in the front, and you do have this tail, which you can, tongue, not tail, which you can actually move. It's pretty hard, alright. So, you can actually move this tongue. So, that is pretty cool. And so, yeah, that's the front of the tongue. And you can actually, I believe you can fit a minifigure into that mouth. Let me put Jay in here. See if he fits. Yes, he does fit to a certain extent. I think if you can actually put him right smudge in the middle there, that it can actually work. And you can actually close the mouth. Yep. So, Jay is now trapped in there, and he is basically going to be digested by the mechanical snake. So, once you take him out, honestly, the snake builds I like a lot for the 2012 year. They look pretty nice, pretty intimidating. Here is the snake. You guys can see the eyes. And so, the build I actually really like to make these snakes, and I think that this set, or these vehicles were really inspired for the Chima line, and so I think that this is basically the base of the Chima theme. So if you move on to the wheels, you can see that there are actually spinner crowns on these wheels, which you can take off and use on your spinners. And then over here is the same exact thing, and actually right over here we do have a compartment which you can store materials, but this one is empty, but the other compartment on the opposite side actually have something different, something inside it. And if you guys can see, the cockpit is actually right here, up here. Alright, let me try to make this the best I possibly can. Oh no, oh no. Papa Charles is going down. Can I place it like that? Hopefully. Hopefully it stays. Alright, perfect. So, let me zoom in the camera a little bit. Alright, so the cockpit is right here. And you can open it. And Fang Dam is sitting right in there. As you guys can see, he does have the wheel, which you can use to pilot the vehicle. And there's actually this tail feature right on the back of it. And it does have pretty nice thrusters, as you guys can see. But basically there is this button right here. If you slide it, the tail will actually move back and forth and create this swinging motion, which I think adds a lot of play value to the set itself. And it's just pretty cool. Now, on the back, I mean, on the opposite side, I did tell you guys that there was something that you could use against the ninja, and that is a stick of dynamite. Basically, there's a stick of dynamite in there, which you can use, and hopefully I can get it out. Alright, let's just... Alright, there we go. And here's the stick of dynamite. And you could just put it in there, and it will stay stored in there for use against the ninja. So now let's go on to the final verdict and the box. Alright guys, so here's the front of the box of the Fangpyre Truck Ambush, ages 8 to 14, set number 9445, and has 452 pieces. It actually has the same exact number of pieces as which set. Please tell me in the comment section down below. There is a set from this theme that has the same exact number of pieces as this set. So, trivia question, tell us down below in the comment section which Ninjago set has the same exact number of pieces as this set. So, as you guys can see, the front of the box looks pretty nice. And then the back of the box looks pretty swell as well. As you guys can see, this is the 4th staff that you can use to collect, and just pretty nice box art overall. So this set I think is a very nice play set for $50. I did purchase this 2 years ago when I was in 6th grade. So it was a pretty nice set that I just built. And for 4 minifigures, it's a pretty good deal, especially if one of them is exclusive, and that is the Fangpyre General. And so, yeah, I think it's a pretty nice set, and so I'm going to rate the set a 9 out of 10. The reason why I'm not going to rate it a 10 out of 10 is just because there's limited stuff that you can do with this set. And so, yep, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and without further ado, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao, guys.